Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing about risk and returns relationship. In the previous video, we have already discussed what is the meaning of risk. Risk is a possibility of having something not good. And if we discuss in financial term, it is a chance of having huge loss because of many different situations. Similarly, this risk can be of different level. This the level of risk can be too high or it can be too low also. But it creates or it impacts the investors as well as people who lend the money and who borrow the money. So this is what about risk, and we had a detailed uh, discussion on the topic risk. So the next topic what we have is returns. Returns is the amount what you're going to get back from your investment. Your investment can be anything. It can be uh, investment in different avenues, investment in stock market, or you invest in any kind of investment, any avenues like mutual funds, hedge funds, or treasury bills, or commercial bond papers. So there are number of options, but out of whatever your preferred investment, what returns you're getting, what you get in return, that is known as returns. So there is a relationship between risk and returns. Now, whenever you're planning to invest in certain investment, when you're planning to invest in certain security, you will be going to think about that security. That means how it is running, whether it may make any benefit for you in the future. All these aspects you are going to check. And at the same time, it is necessary that you check the risk, and there is a relation between risk and return. Okay. So we'll be discussing what is the relation between risk and return. Okay, so all investments give a return, but there is no, but there is also risk associated with them. So always, when you're investing, if you're getting returns, that means there is certain part of risk also associated with whatever decisions you're going to take. So if you're able to assess the risk in a right manner, you can try to mitigate, or you can try to avoid the risk completely. That is also possible. So it depends basically upon which type of risk you're ready to take depending upon your returns. So always what happens, for higher returns, the risk also increases. In that you would like to get more returns, that means you are supposed to take more risk also. Okay. So let us try to understand the relation between risk and returns with the help of the different types of risk takers. So there are two types of risk takers which you should know clearly. One is risk averse, who are not ready to take the risk, and another party is risk takers, or who are ready to take, who are willing to take the risk. So risk averse are those category of people who are not ready to risk. They are okay. They are okay to compromise with their returns. That means they are not ready to take higher risk. Their level of risk is too less, and that may impact your returns. That means if you're not taking higher risk, then whatever returns you're getting, that may also come down. Okay. So those category of people, they will not much worry about returns when whatever amount they are going to invest, they want it back. At the same time, certain uh, returns they want it back. So it can be minimal returns, they are okay with that, but they are not ready to take the risk. That is uh, the category of people who come under risk averse. And there is another category of people who are willing to take the risk. So they are ready to take the higher amount of risk. At the same time, they may get lesser returns, they may get higher returns also. But at the same time, because of having risk, there is a chance of losing their whole investments also. So here there is an graphical representation. The y-axis shows the returns and the x-axis shows the risk. So if you think, if you take the first part, or at the beginning when the risk is less, at the same time the return is also less. When the risk is less, even the return is less. But if the risk is more, if you're ready to take the more risk, at the same time you can expect more return also. Okay, so this is a graphical representation which also says about the risk and return relationship. So it is told that low risk, which gives you less returns, and the higher risk, which also gives you higher returns. If you think about the investment in FD, FD will give you nominal interest rate, and the risk associated with fixed deposit is very minimal. Okay, but at the same time, what returns you are going to get, that is also less. But uh, if you think about particular kind of securities, if you're thinking about investing in stock market, there is high risk, at the same time there is a chance of getting high returns also. So these can be the examples based on the different types of risk takers and depending upon their priority. So there is a saying related to the risk and returns. Where there is greater risk, there is greater return. So if you are ready to take more risk, you can expect higher return, but at the same time, there is a chance of losing the money. That is the risk what you're going to take. So with this note, we'll be moving further with the saying of the big bull. So what he says, I am a risk taker, and now that risk taking has become a habit. But you must leverage when you think the market is giving you unbelievable opportunities. But remember, if you go wrong, nobody is going to save you. This is said by the big bull, that is Rakesh Chinchinwala. So, with this note, I'll end this video. Thank you.